So while I'm getting this ready to go live, I want to take a moment for those of you who are watching this on New Light Streaming Love to know that I am doing this live on Sassy Seer Sheila. And if you want to catch me live, whether it be with Jason or anyone else, I highly recommend that you be subscribed to both channels, as you just never know when I might decide to go live or where I might go live from. Like right now, I'm going to go on YouTube, but I've actually had a few hits recently to go live on Facebook as well. So for right now, we're doing live on Sassy Seer Sheila. The last live that I did, I believe, was with Jason. Okay, what is that? Okay, that's not. Hmm. Okay, what is happening? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, this is they've changed some things just about the time I think I got it right. They changed stuff up, and then I don't know how to access stuff again. So, I'm not showing that I'm live right now. Why is that? I don't know if it's this far behind. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. Julie. Oh, it's so wonderful to see you. I finally got it right on my phone. I thought I was live, but it wasn't showing up on my phone so that I could see the comments. Okay, so I wasn't planning on doing a live today at all. I want to do more lives and or conscious conversations with folks about all of Jason's work, really, but this last one, the return carriers, has hit a spot within everyone that I've talked to about it so far. Julie, you are one. Lisa said something about it. Um, and there's a bunch of puzzle pieces. Okay. So I just also saw, Julie, where you just commented on, and this makes me want to cry, that piece that Freya of the North put out this morning. She just, that was in my field first thing this morning. And a lot of what she spoke about in that video and what's been going on with me personally in regards to grief, I'm still aware that this heavy burden of grief on me is something that I learned how to heap upon myself because everybody else said I was too much, right? Well, the body does keep the score. Ask me how I know. The body keeps the score. What? I tried to get this thing to work this morning and it wouldn't. And now it just whistled at me like I don't know what. So that's very interesting. Hope that won't. But apparently it's agreeing with me. I haven't had that tablet on in 4 years because I couldn't make heads or tails out of it once it started doing some weird stuff. And at any rate, I wanted to share with y'all some of these puzzle pieces. There was another puzzle piece that I was shown. Um, and I'm going to pull it up here on my desktop so I don't tell you the wrong thing. This was something that I saw the very first thing I saw on my in my Facebook feed this morning was someone who I guess has a pretty big podcast, FAFO podcast, name is Josh Harrington. And he wrote some information here about Robin Sage. Now, that is a military exercise that happens in North Carolina. They are training Green Berets. And in 2002, as this article points out, you see part of that training is that they put these military personnel into a pretend reality that also blends into the reality around them. They are assigned to different areas in rural North Carolina. They are in civilian clothes, and the locals are supposedly told about this, that they are practicing for what they have to do elsewhere. And in 2002, apparently, a sheriff's deputy who thought he was making a routine stop stopped two or three, I guess, several of these Green Berets who thought he was part of the exercise and he wasn't, and apparently didn't know about the exercise. And several people ended up dead from that. But what Josh was saying in this, and why I'm bringing it up, has to do with realities blending. And that pinged me in such a way because of what I had just recorded of Jason's yesterday evening, the return carriers. And then after I decided to do this live to ask folks to come reach out to me to chat about things, just, what everybody's seeing. If you're not seeing things, okay, great, fine. I get it. No worries. But if you are, I would love to hear from you because here's the other thing. Now, I thought I pulled it up. Oh, yes, it wasn't on Facebook. I did pull it up. Hold on a second. Here we go. I saw something, or no, yes, this was sent to me, actually. And I'm going to have to share my screen because I want everybody to see it. And I'd like to hear your thoughts about it. I have asked others to weigh in, to share with me what they think about this. Now, I happen to know that Lisa had guidance that when she personally sees red skies, there's something, and I can't remember exactly what, but at any rate, so here is, well, shoot, I can't get it to play. This apparently happened in Texas.
Mr. MBB333 and fans. I have to say, this is probably the strangest thing I've seen in 50 years caused by nature. My phone doesn't even capture the entirety of it. It's
So,
amazing.
What is that? What is that? Is it AI? Is it, um, hologram, Project Bluebeam? Is it blending of realities? Because I'm sorry, that looks all the world as a planet to me. Um, I don't know. And I'm open, but again, that also pinged me pretty hard. And I just got that piece sent to me right before I started going live. So, what is taking place? Um, and I'm not real sure my own self. I'm open to hearing it all. I want folks to engage. There's three of you watching, and so far, Julie says, I see you, and thank you for that. But what do you make of that? Anybody care to weigh in? What do you make of what I just sent to you? That supposedly happened in Texas. Unfortunately, it doesn't say, as far as I could tell, it didn't say what time of day or exactly where in Texas. It just says Texas sky. Ooh, Ethan from Round Rock, Texas, via Mr. MB333. He says people in Round Rock, Texas were left staring at the sky after an intense burst of color suddenly lit up the atmosphere with glowing shades of pink, orange, and purple wrapped around a massive rainbow formation. This wasn't edited, this wasn't enhanced. This was exactly how the sky looked. Viewer Ethan captured the moment as the entire horizon appeared to glow like something out of another world. More people lately keep saying the skies have looked different, and scenes like this are exactly why these videos keep spreading so fast online. Drop your location if the skies have looked unusual where you live lately. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard of Mr. MB333. He has a YouTube channel, and he has this apparently came from X, but he also has a YouTube channel. And you know, what are you seeing? Are you guys seeing weird things in your skies? Um, we for a time here in North Carolina, at least in this household, we had a very odd anomaly where we had some very interesting green light that was being shown at a particular time of day, like for 2 or 3 days in a row. But nothing quite that dramatic. Now, we don't go out that much here. I think sometimes there are crafts in the sky, and now they are quickly obscured by those not wanting us to see. Just a thought. Well, very interesting because the moment I saw this, besides planet, the only other thing that I could think of is a craft because when I first started really getting in here and listening to my own inner guidance, I was made aware that I can and do exchange information with a future part of myself who is a commander on board what is called a bio ship. It is called the New Horizon. It looks like a planet, and it is directly above me in my linear way of thinking. Now, I have since then adjusted my thinking. I can see, sense, and feel things from a multidimensional aspect most of the time. So I could feel that that is a possible, plausible situation. If everything happens in the moment of now, because there's been too much about the moment of now being the only moment there is, well, the only way I can see that that would work for all of us to be the same consciousness, but spread out in different vessels and over time, because how many times have we heard that time only exists in this realm in a linear sense? You see, even before I started hearing all of that sort of thing, I had this feeling that past lives were actually concurrent. How could I be dreaming about a future self or a past self in real time without that being so? I feel as though it has to do with one's ability to be able to think in that kind of a way, and also to whether or not we can project our consciousness. If and Julie, I cannot hardly wait until you come and chat with me about your painting as well, because if the universe is unfolding from within each, then it has to be that way, that the consciousness, and it's all whether or not I think we're ready for it to be able to do it. I've done it accidentally. I've not done it on purpose ever. Part of that, I have a feeling, is those grooves of belief that I still have, right? When you grow up thinking and approaching reality in one specific way, once you begin to question that, some of those grooves of that programming and conditioning are still there. They might not be as deep, but they are still there. At least that's how it's worked for me. At any rate, I didn't want this to be a really long live, because I have my book club, one of my book clubs, in an hour from now. But I wanted to come on and share with you all that I'm really anxious and keen to talk with more people about Jason's work, about the RZN series in toto. I was born in 1961, and there's been so much made recently about Gen X. And quite frankly, a lot of, for one thing, I've been told more than once that I didn't belong to Gen X, that I belong to boomers, because Gen X didn't actually start until later on. But I notice that Jason has it as 61. And I will say this. Personally, I not long ago, I saw and I know it was done by AI or somebody using AI, a video that talked about Generation Jones, that actually is Gen X, that included my birth date. And because I never felt like a boomer. I didn't identify with boomers. I didn't understand. My mother was a boomer. Trust me. She was a bit of a different boomer, but she was still a boomer. At any rate, was there anything else I was supposed to? And I say supposed to because I got nudged to do this. Oh, yes. Okay. I want to go back to the Freya video for a moment. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I put that video in the playlist hashtag puzzle piece alert, which is where I put uh, videos I feel are puzzle pieces. Because that was the absolute first video I saw this morning after recording the return carriers. And quite frankly, I have some feelings about the return carriers that I'm not sure what to do with. And that's another reason I want to chat about it because I don't know. It almost feels as though, and like I said, I did say this in that video when I recorded his work. If that's it, okay, I get it. I guess my work is done and I can check out now. Not my druthers, however. I really want to participate in the world described in the RZ series. And my own inner guidance told me years and years ago that I was a tri-bred. Still have no idea what that means. And I just got no, yes, you do know what it means. I didn't know until Jason wrote his 3 species in the RZN series. I do know now. I feel like there are some who carry all 3 of what he describes. And I feel like I'm one. But maybe that's the point. So that those traits could be here, just here. That's why getting in here and figuring out self, I feel is so important so that the emanations that come from within can be amplified. Has nothing to do with anybody else helping anything or any mission doing anything. At least not for me. That's why none of that really resonated. Because really and truly, there are no saviors. So that's the way that goes. But if each would simply concentrate on their selves and lessening the grooves of programming and conditioning and being sovereign, claiming that sovereignty, showing what sovereignty looks like, standing up for their selves and not allowing, you know, okay, everybody's allowed to choose. It's not that, but I damn well am allowed to choose too. And I have the right to. And I will. And I do. Well, I guess that's it. Thanks for, chatting at least, Julia. I really appreciate it. It's really hard for me these days to come on and do a live when I have no one to chat with. Um, so at any rate, I'll tell you there. Oh, yes, thank you. There's another puzzle piece that I want to share. The pain that I'm feeling has to do with compression. I just know it with all of me because I feel so heavy. Like I'm walking through mud up to my neck. And it's a pressure that is on my spine, my neck, and I'm not the only one experiencing this. So exactly what all that is about, I don't know, but I feel as though I don't know, like the words compression breakthrough seems to mean something. I don't know exactly what that means, but I would love to hear from anybody else who will see this video later if you don't wish to, share your feelings here. Or if you don't wish to be known at all, send me an email from you know, uh, and let me know what your thoughts are that way. Conscious Conversation Central at gmail.com. And, what are you experiencing? Just because each's perspective and perception is so different, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Because this trying to see, I really get it now. I used to feel so alone because nobody could see what I see. And it felt like nobody can feel what I feel. But that's the way it is. That's the way it's meant to be. And that's okay. That really is okay. If you don't take anything else from what I'm saying here, take that. Because if indeed Gen X was sewed backward to try to prevent whatever and what all, then personally, I say take that on board. Your sovereign perspective is yours and it is valuable, and you need to amplify it. It's okay. If people don't understand, oh well, it wasn't meant for them to understand. And that's okay too. That's the other thing. Since when did we have to see everything one way? Since when? And why would we even want to? Anyway, I guess that's it for me for today, for now. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. Until we meet again, I hope that you will move towards that which brings you joy in each moment that presents itself to you. And at least when you're drawn to something or you have a nudge for something, you may not be shown right away what it is, but trust me, eventually you'll be shown. Collect those puzzle pieces, man, because puzzle pieces, as you collect them, you'll start seeing where even if you don't understand them, later on you'll get something that goes, oh, wait a minute, that goes with this piece right here. Oh, that goes with that piece right there. Till we meet again, my friends, be well. Oh, before I hang up, let me just say this. Make sure that you are subscribed both to Sassy Seer Sheila and to New Light Streaming Love, because those over on New Light Streaming Love right now are missing this live, and vice versa when I do it live over there. So far, I haven't done a live Jason over there, but you never know. Maybe next time I'll pop up over there, and I won't give you fair warning. That's because I'm sneaky like that. Until next time.